All right, you enjoyers of mediocre at best YouTube content, I am back and I will promise to deliver probably that high of quality content today. I'm actually excited. I hope we get a battle because the improved 3D map, model, mod, whatever thing has gone back up, and so I'd like to binge as many episodes as I can get done today because this poor modder, you know, we get no updates, and not long after this mod goes up, which is broken with every update, another update goes up. So if there are feast and famine times in Grand Tactician, and I think that there are, we're going to try to feast here because we should be treated to quite the visual display if we get into battles. When you combine what that modder has done with the improved 3D model textures and the ability to zoom in even further, and the fact that I actually have, you know, pretty much all the components of a system that needs to do decent 1440 gaming, like as good as we're gonna get it, this is gonna be it. So I'm hoping and praying for battles here, but you know, whatever happens. We are in the winter of 1862. We are losing. If you haven't been with us for a while, because we were doing this as the Union up until I think August of 62, and it was so clear I was going to beat. That's interesting. I don't know if this is unintended side effect, but anyways, we were I was going to wall up the CSA, and I was like, well, I was kind of enjoying the campaign, and yeah, and other things. So I switched sides to make it go longer. And maybe this is the only way you can kind of have an enjoyable CSA campaign. Maybe you have to do the first 12 months. And I think if I had stopped around May of 1862 and took over as the CSA, I think there would have been a much better chance to win. I think we've fallen too far here, and I think we're kind of in a downward spiral that we're not going to get ourselves out of in terms of lost support, not having the troops to push them out of our territory. Well, we had the troops, but we don't have all the other assets. They're running amok here in Georgia, even though they're now surrounded and have their line of supply cut off, unless you kind of imagine that it somehow goes through all this other territory they don't control. Yeah, they should be falling back, but they're not. And so we can't really move, so they're just going to end up sitting on our territory, sapping our support there, and we kind of just got to eat it. Where is this? Oh, this is a wise move on the part of the CSA. So what I'm going to do is we're going to withdraw with this one. And we're going to take you out of scouting. And we're going to take Hill, who is in scouting, and we're going to move him forward. And probably pretty quickly. I would bet they might try to pursue. But this is pretty good timing because I was all ready to take Hill out of here and move him to the defense of Tennessee. And, well, now I don't have to do that. But now with Hill coming in, the numbers should be on our side. And, yeah, I'm worried about the loss of readiness once Hill actually gets moving. But I don't know what the alternative is. I mean, all right, good. So they are pursuing. Now, if this is just mano-a-mano, we might stay and fight with Price. I don't know how big this corps is, but... Alright, Hill should definitely be in the reinforcement zone. Unfortunately, you're still retreating. I don't know why that is. And I can't really stop you. Alright, we're just going to march right on in here. I'm going to do it at the double quick to keep moving. Okay, good. You're not in scouting, and we may get my wish. I'm always wishing for battles here in Grand Tactician, but... Well, we'll see. It'll tell us if we have anything to do over here. What is this? Okay, hold on here. Yeah, we're doing that. Oh, yeah, we're doing that. Let's do it. So this is actually incredibly reminiscent of several battles we fought as the Union out here. It was this map. It was, I believe, those 2 points, which are really good points. Yeah, because you got this monster of a hill here. although it is wooded, so it's hard for artillery to get the peaks here, but over here you have to kind of advance through a field. Now you could do it in such a way that you have fence cover as you advance, but it's not great. You can get shot down, and well, if you saw those videos, you saw how we defended it, I think successfully in every case. Now this is odd because, oh, here we are. I was going to say, the battle has started, but we are not here. All right, so we are going to end up starting way down here and marching up here. That is 15 points worth of victory points. So I'm going to put you back on pause and begin trudging over there, and I'll bring you back. Hold on, let's just see if that sweet eye candy is here. And sometimes it's a little hard to see. Do they have faces? That's how I can tell if I installed the mod. They do have faces. The mod worked. Look at that guy. Oh yeah, look at him. So anyways, that zoom speed is weird. But anyways, I'll bring you back. All right, so I bring you in. We're not quite ready to battle here, but we did get Price to show up. So Price is moving in. Hill is moving his corps up. We have, so Hill had 2 cav brigades, and so they're up here. And then we still have Price's 1 cav brigade that's coming up. But they are spread out. They have artillery up here and infantry all the way down here. A little bit further back than the way I played it, but it's actually eerily similar in a lot of ways to how I played this. My plan is, there, now we can see him again. We brought our scouts in, so we lost some visibility there. But the plan, I think, is actually to just concentrate and push up this side of the road and push up that side of the road. That's where the objectives are. And I think with this cav here, what they might do is they might push up and then maybe hold here or over here in the fence so that they're getting, you know, at least a 20% cover modifier. I should probably also mod that to be like 40% or something, and maybe increase the disruption of force. So anyways, but the plan is to just push everything along those 2 roads as much as we can so that we're not out here in the woods, you know, trying to flank them or anything like that, which, you know, it's probably going to backfire. So if we try to take too circuitous, and the other is that if we concentrate here, they have to move to us when we're on the attack. And so whatever cover they're posted up in now, yeah, that's great. But when it really matters, they're going to be moving instead of shooting. And my view is you want to get your moving done mostly before the shooting starts. And the AI just too often spends combat time repositioning itself when it needed to get those positions set up better earlier, and then just shoot once you're within a good range to shoot. So I'll even start creeping up with the cav here. If they want to use their artillery to shoot at my cav, I'm okay with that. But I want the cav to screen, maybe push their skirmishers back, and then let the infantry step up. I'm going to detach the artillery as well, and then we're going to get into it. It's going to be a challenge to get this battle off today. I mean, it's 10:30 in the game. You can see that this is Price, came in right where we were, and basically they're kind of where Hill started this, and you can see how much progress Hill has made in that time. Even though we're largely using roads, I haven't even accounted for fatigue yet. Their reinforcements are about 12 hours out, so it would be best to try to get this attack in before they get here. And what that also means is that if we don't get the attack in this evening, their reinforcements will be here. See, that's bad. Yeah, their reinforcements will be here overnight, and they might end up marching in based on where they were on the map. They may well end up coming in from here, which would be devastating for us, because if they're able to deploy up here, and I don't even know if those two, they might be close enough to link, it's going to be a much bloodier affair. So we'll see what happens, and when it's go time, I'll bring you back for that. All right, here they are. This is actually... look at how good they look, man. Look at how good those models look with that improved 3D textures mod. I think it looks good. The plan has not changed. Yeah, some of my artillery showed up to, well, where it was supposed to, of all things. And, well, some of it did. I don't know if that's going to work. It may not. Maybe we'll stick them over there and see if they can shoot up the hill. But... yeah, the divisions are getting into place. That's probably about as far forward as we were going to move with them. We hear whining for Sarge back there. That's fine. We'll push up with the Cav here. And the general plan, I don't think that this is much of an arty map. Although this is one of the areas where it is. It's a lot like a Chancellorsville wilderness kind of map. Shiloh kind of a map. Yeah, we have an okay amount of arty. It's... yeah. But I would rather just press once we get there. And hopefully price is able to come up pretty soon. I know I usually go in ye old single file line, but I actually might leave all these folks in the double line. Oh, wait. All right, we had to turn down the in-game sound so that you don't go deaf when the shooting starts. Or hopefully you don't go deaf when the shooting starts, but we'll keep an eye on it. Okay, they're going to move up there. That looks good. That looks good. Right, I decided to bring the MSG Cav here, and maybe I'll have them post up here. Let the division kind of push in, and then just let the Cav try to shoot them as they come. So screen with those two divisions over there, and then just have this group over here. It also gives the bonus of ensuring that all the infantry are getting the friendly Cav bonus by having some nearby. You can see how the AI played this, right? They used the parrots for the close support perk, which also, and it was up to level 2, as you can see when I get it, which means they were taking a bunch of close engagements that you really don't want to be taking. And so those parrots are up and running. That's fine. I have detached at this point. I think all the artillery that's with groups that might soon be in combat. All right, I guess these guys got closer. I guess I always forget the range on some of these, but for Hill, well, I'm still waiting for, isn't it? Yeah, it's Smith's division is a 2-brigade kind of reinforcement group. We're gonna put them right there. We're, as silly as it is, we're gonna keep them one in front of the other because I just assume that they're all going to have to move to support the left and the right. And then I'm pretty much just using Price as his entire, really, it's a core. It's just going to be to reinforce and plug the gaps from when Hill's infantry gets too beat up. All right, so I want these guys up here. I actually want them over there, but that'll be good enough. We're gonna order them to medium range and skirmishers. So they're almost ready to go. All right, I want this group. I don't want them to put out skirmishers yet. We're not quite there. But they're going to move in. We're going to start skirmishing with our Cav up here. But as much as possible, I would honestly even go with close range. As good as our weapons are, that just means they're going to be that much closer, but we'll try to give, at least for Hill, an army-wide order for medium range, and then we'll do the same for Price. I don't know that it will stick, and maybe it's because I've left the AI initiative on. These guys not able to shoot? Probably because of friendly Cav. Yeah. Yeah, this is not a Cav map. Whatever, or an arty map. It's not much of a Cav map either, but the infantry kind of just got to slog it out. They know to move. I should check on their condition. All right, we're resting intact. I think it said that they are. Oh, it says that they're cut off. It's probably just because Hill's too far away. So that might happen because I think I've started cutting out the actual Cav division commander, and I've just been putting them under the core commander. And so if that person's not nearby, they're gonna have that morale penalty. But on some of this Cav, I actually thought I did detach it because I didn't want it to use army-wide orders if I ended up using those. Alright. At this point, we got to go forward with those two divisions because their skirmishers are getting worn down, which means after that, it's going to get harder and harder for them to come in penalty-free. That's not really what I wanted to do. That's more of what I wanted to do. And I'm going to gradually try to have this Cav kind of move off and post up on the right here. Alright. These guys are down. We're just going to move them up into those woods there. Oh, well, they don't say it, but they are tiring. Get it from the Union vantage point. This is what they see. Ugh. Alright, I think we have our thumbnail. Alright, we're going to bring their skirmishers back because they haven't used them yet, so it's not like we're cheesing multiple skirmishers. Oh, wait. Alright, we gotta... Now that their skirmishers are falling back, we gotta kind of jump on them. They're doing well, they just gotta spread out. Stay on them. Alright. Luckily we got this Cav up on their flank. And that might prevent them from kicking out skirmishers again. I don't know. But I just feel like I need to spam click to get these guys to move up to where they should be. Nah, let's just do that. No! Make it short range. There we go. Since it doesn't look like they have anybody coming in here, we can just send that cav onto the flank of their cav. Okay, that battery is firing. Alright, they say they're idle. Come on, guys. Move up, move up. They can't put out any more skirmishers, so this is our time. Who are these guys? Anderson? Alright, go back with the parent unit. You can take your skirmishers back. I don't think... Maybe they did call out skirmishers. I don't see them, but... Oh boy, what a mess. Alright, the plan is to just send Waffle. How are Waffle's brigades? Well rested. Well rested. Alright, so at least on the fatigue front, they're okay. We'll put that division over there to support them. Hardy. Maybe we'll just have them march right on up here. Smith needs to move up. Yeah, we gotta worry about ammo. It's running low. I think this is... Alright. Since those guys did not actually use their skirmishers, I'm gonna kick their skirmishers out. And withdraw this cav. This way we should be able to fire as we fall back, but you can see that that is a precarious timing. My goodness, guys. Go with the close range. I really don't want to turn initiative off here. But I will. Oh, so those guys need to move up there. And then we'll probably start withdrawing this cav. It covered the advance pretty much up to where the infantry can start taking over and shooting, but I want to move them over to at least try to take Huntsville Road. I think, you know, we're losing maybe because of victory points. Yeah, somehow on the attack here we've done more, but they have 8 points off of objectives. Morale is pretty much dead even, but they're actually pulling further ahead just because they control all those objectives. Whoa! Really got to try to get up there. No! Do the close range thing. Or at least medium range thing. Alright, Morgan, where are you? You can have your skirmishers back. Alright, we'll move them over there. This is my cav, yeah? Alright, we'll let them continue pulling back. Adams, alright, Adams, I don't think your skirmishers are going to make it, so we'll just bring them back in the parent unit. Ledbetter, you can stay at long range prone to kind of mitigate the range penalty you take from going prone. It'll just be a little bit less accurate, but I'm okay with that trade. So these guys are just here to take up time, space, and all the rest. Hill needs to move up. I'm going to let Kirby Smith's division get to where it is, and this is kind of the weak point, I think, in our line. because I'm not sure how long Ledbetter's going to last there. Yep. So, one way to deal with this is to do that, and then try to push up like that. Oh, and Steedman's out of ammo. Well, pretty much out of ammo. Alright, get over there. Darn it, Morgan. Darn it. Alright, how are they doing? They're doing okay. Adams is doing okay. And we have Trappier in reserve. Alright, they're out. Pike, I think you're going to be in. Yep, you're going in. Once we get you at the right range here, you can actually have Walker stop. And you can see we're slowly capping. Slowly capping. Alright. Alright, maybe now Morgan can deal with this. Anderson's pushing in. I knew Greg was at long range. I could tell. Alright, they got the word. And now they're going to move up. Alright, well their morale is actually improving, so if they want to just shoot at long range, yeah, I'm fine with that. Ammo is actually not an issue for them. I think we're about to get some more weapons, some more guns. So they're moving over there, and you're going to move over to the Huntsville Road. Alright, I think Greg's skirmishers are now in his way, so we'll get rid of that. Pike knows to move up. I'm a happy camper. Alright, let's enjoy the spectacle here. Rains. Oh. I hadn't thought of that. Well, you know, we actually don't have to do that. If we stay there, we're still going to give a morale boost to all those guys. So do that. Yeah, I mean, if they just finish... I guess they're... I guess they're just bending it over the hill. I have no idea how that battery... I think it's just because the hill's there. But you can see that they've already received the order to fall back. Why are they asking for hardtack during a battle? Alright, we're going to move them through there. Please, go to medium range. There's so much cover here that when you get through all the modifiers, you ain't doing much for the ammo you're expending. How are we doing? Alright, we've pulled it back in our favor. That casualty thing, I think it's another example of why double line is so bad for the AI. It works for me on the attack because I want to stay compact, and I assume that the front brigades are going to get chewed up and they need a reinforcement. And it's also just, it's where the roads are. But here I think single line, which, you know, they were in for the most part. But then as they've moved, look, you got one brigade here that's going to get lit up. They're doing nothing, but they're serviceable. Look, those are all serviceable, like fresh brigades. They should be extending this line out here, at least in the tree. I mean, a line would be the most important thing. Whether they're using cover, that would be great, but, you know. Alright. Alright, so since Rains is now out of ammo, I'm doing this thing where I try to remove them from being able to shoot so that we're not abusing the infinite ammo feature that is part of this game, where they just supposedly fire very slow. But because cav weapons have a high rate of fire, even nerfing the speed at which they fire with the low ammo thing, it still makes them really good. And so I just try to get them out of combat. Oh dear. This is one of those weird things that's developed where, oh no, you guys marched in line? Ooh. Alright, we're going to turn them to fire at will. They look like they're actually shooting. I don't know about these guys. I'll turn them... Oh, they're already at fire at will. Alright, that's all fine with me. Man, we still haven't knocked out that brigade. What is going on? Well, the pitfalls of long-range shooting through the woods. Look at that beautiful flag there. Look at it. Alright, so that's us taking the Huntsville Road. Ah, yes, and in style, too. The old riding your horses backward. We're not just beating the opponent, it imposes a morale penalty on them because of the humiliating nature in which you're taking their territory. Alright, so they're now ordering... Look, let me do you a favor and move you back. That's a terrible idea, but alright. That's fine. You're gonna... Yeah, no, you need to move backwards. And fast. Make sure your weapon's clean. Okay. Well, we will send out skirmishers to steal artillery. That looks like it's probably going to be parrots. They look like parrot models, so let's hope so. all you guys want to do is eat and drink while there's a battle going on. What were you doing before? All right, Hardy. Well, you're still moving into position, so... Yeah, I don't know what those guys... Okay, well, then this battle is going to be over. And I don't feel like keeping you here for... I'm not even really going to pursue, so... I mean, if they fight, I'll shoot them, but well, these guys look like they want to fight, so we'll shoot at them, but I'm not expecting much. We could always try to hasten their retreat for them. They want whiskey, water, hardtack. They want it all. Oh, I don't know why you're charging. Nope, that was just a shoot 'em thing. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and that's them breaking. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I did that right. All right, I did turn up the volume. So you can hear the sick beats in the background. We had 700 killed, 1,600 or so captured. So so about 2,300 out of the war for them. 324 for sure out of the war for us. And probably a few more. So that was over. Not where I'm going. That's where. That's where that happened. Yikes. So yeah, cartography makes sense. Hills Corps somehow managed to run out of stuff already. Let's see how Price does. Not moving him all the way back, but maybe we will have to with Hill and just take it from there. Because I don't want to tie down 35,000 troops here if I don't have to. Well, we're about to get a new intelligence report anyway, so we'll see what the Union's been up to, if they've been trying to improve things. I cannot figure this out. This has just got to be a product of army morale and other... Yeah. I don't know why it's so low, but it is. So, all right. What I was looking at before that battle was to do some math. Not my strong suit, but that's almost 40,000 against 25,000 there. If they don't have any friendlies, there's an opportunity here for a winter attack. And to try to keep everybody together, we're going to move Bragg up here. I forget. Yeah, I thought it was just Zollicoffer who was part of that. So we'll move you up there. Not that it matters, but we'll put you in scouting as well. And we'll get those two corps ready to attack the first corps and see if we can at least push them out of Tennessee. I don't know about trying to retake forts in winter, at least with those forces. I'm a little more interested in trying to take back Georgia than I am in worrying too much about northwestern Tennessee, which, yeah. I mean, there is a supply depot, so there is that part of it. But we have Maney's Corps and we have Hawes Corps. I don't know who else we could bring into this fight, but I don't... Oh, they've already liberated Andersonville, but I don't know who else to... Feels like I'm probably going to need a third corps to make that work, but maybe won't. These corps are all exhausted from their odyssey here, from this tri-state area, over to here, and over to here. So they're probably going to be spending the rest of the winter of 62, 63 getting their readiness back, but that's quite all right. I want to find our fleets. It looks like there are only 2 of them, I believe. Yeah, I mean, they're almost all ready to go. And we have another batch of cottonclads in the works. So, are you in port right now? I guess so. The other one should have been around here. Was it disintegrated? Fleets? Yeah, that's Corpus Christi. Oh, it must have gotten disintegrated. Oh, no. Corpus Christi Squadron actually was over here. Maybe they're one on top of each other. Yep, they are. That's why you can't see them. All right. Well, I guess that makes sense. Projects, anything we can do? I don't know about Civ Order. I feel like it's so late for Civ Order stuff. And I know that I'm short on volunteers. Yup, I'm real short on volunteers. I don't know, though. I mean, if there are more casualties to come, Civ Order does make sense. All right, I'll optimistically go with Civ Order because I took it so many times with the Union. Our only hope to win is a long-term fight. And if we're going to lose in the short term, then we were going to lose in the short term, and I don't think a few more volunteers would matter. But to have a chance to win the campaign, we got to be competitive in the long term. So we'll do that and hope for the best. Subsidies look like they're all right. Interest rate is pretty good. Yeah. Credit rating is manageable. All right, Pickett score is ready to go to scouting. We'll put them in offensive stance and scout. They're kind of far away to be brought into any fight anyhow. We really ought to try to take back Virginia, but easier said than done. Longstreet's up here with very little to work with. I don't know why we're sitting in 1x, but we were. All right, they've stayed in Carrolton, so it's Hill's Corps that's still out of supply. So, ooh, they get a flag. My Maryland seems a bit optimistic for where you are, but sure. Zollicoffer, man. Who got rehabilitated? Pender? Do we just go with this and write off Zollicoffer for the rest of the winter? He will lose that much readiness. I think so. And force the first corps, as I so eloquently put it, to either fight or get out, or maybe fight and then get forced out. So we'll do that. And, ooh, man, Zollicoffer's just burning through his readiness. Hopefully he doesn't go red before we need him as reinforcements. Ooh, that'd be bad. But that die is cast, so. Santa fighting for the Union. You heard it here first. Yeah, just surprisingly, not surprisingly little, but little beyond that. All right, that fleet can repair. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah, but not in this episode because we are just about at 45 minutes already. I have no idea what battle we're going to roll, and I don't want this thing to go an hour and a half. So, you know where we're going to pick up the next episode. Thanks for joining this one, and hope to have you back.